Welcome back into the channel, my friends. It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks, back with your best bets from Major League Baseball here for you today on Thursday, June 19th, 2025. MLB player props, run lines, totals, Nerfies here for you today. 5 picks in the video. Let's lock in and get a sweep in the Major League Baseball today.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that cab made now. Straight fire.
As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. On the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support. As always, let's have a big day today in baseball, guys. We have a loaded card today for you. Lot of value. We're sprinkling on that parlay today, so I'm super excited for today's action. Should be a lot of fun. Join us on the journey, guys, as we try to make, golly, it's going to be, if we hit everything today in baseball, we're going to make like 13 or 14 units. So hopefully that happens. That'd be clutch. But let's do a quick recap from yesterday, guys. We ended up going 1-2. I'm going to say this, though. If we were going to go 1-2, we picked the right one to hit. We cashed our parlay. Our under 17.5 outs on Eduardo Rodriguez parlayed with a Vlad Guerrero over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That cashes. Love to see it. A lot of great value on that. Plus 165 on that one. So we hit that one. Our 2 misses of the day was the Nerfie and the Royals Rangers game. Patrick Corbin, the one guy I was worried about, went 3 up and 3 down. And then bottom of the first, Bubic gives off a leadoff triple to some guy named Haggerty. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's ridiculous, guys. So, obviously, that one definitely hurt as far as missing that Nerfie there early on in the evening. But overall, like I said, still a pretty good day for us, guys. I'm not going to complain. And then we had the Twins money line, which that game got called after 6 innings. So we didn't even really get a good opportunity there. So our losses definitely hurt. I thought the Twins would get an edge as the game went later into the game with the bullpen. Not that they would have came back, but we didn't even get the opportunity. We still would have had 3 innings to make a comeback. And obviously that did not happen. So obviously that hurt. But a 1-2 day, minus 0.35 units, not too bad overall. Obviously, it could be worse. As far as our Comet Cappers go, Comet Cappers had a great day yesterday. I had plenty of call-outs in the chat. We had got to get the bag calling Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 bases. Letpex calling the Orioles team total over 4.5. Free Thinker calling the Jays team total over 4.5 with Eduardo Rodriguez over 2.5 earned runs. And then Eric Me called the Blue Jays money line. So a lot of great call-outs in the chat, guys. We'd love to see it. Great job by you guys in the chat. Keep dropping that heat down below. Let me know what you're playing here today as well. Once again, if you'd like your pick included in our Comet Capper section, just put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. We'll include your pick in our next video if your pick hits in the chat. So just put a star or an asterisk next to your pick so I know that you want your pick played. Rather shout out. So appreciate you guys. Let's have another big day in the chat as well. You guys have been killing it in the Comet Capper section of late. Love to see it, guys. One other quick announcement here at the channel, guys. Make sure you guys check out the pinned comment and the description. All the links that you guys need here at the channel are located there. Membership, merchandise, and of course the social media links all located down below in the pinned comment and the description. So make sure you guys check that out. Without further ado, guys, let's get after today. We got a lot to cover here today. Like I said, 5 picks, and we're covering our for the Sweep Parlay as well. So we'll get to that here at the end of the video. But let's get right into our picks here for today. At number 1, we're going Vlad Guerrero Jr. over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, parlayed with Aaron Judge to get over 1.5 bases. Plus 187 odds here on Fanatics. Risking a unit here. Now, both these plays individually are around the, minus 150 there on Guerrero and minus 130 to 140 there on Judge. So, not the type of juice I would typically lay on a straight play, but I love both these parlayed together. Getting great value, like I said, at plus 187. And I think both these guys are going to cash for us here today. Vlad obviously delivered for us yesterday. Had a great game. I believe he had 5 hits, runs, RBIs yesterday. So obviously he got that done there. And I like his spot once again here today versus Ryan Nelson. He's a career 2 for 6 off of him with a home run, so I like seeing that. We've seen Vlad have a lot of success to this line at home. 27 to 37 home games this season he has cashed. That's 73%. Love seeing that. Over in 20 of 28 home games versus right-handed pitching, which is what this is here today, so love seeing that as well. And obviously, if this gets into the bullpen for whatever reason, Diamondbacks are also third worst in bullpen ERA. So there's a lot of things here working here for us today. And Ryan Nelson is more weak versus right-handed batters, allowing a 252 batting average. He's having a decent season, but like I said, I think Guerrero Jr. will get it done here for us once again today. On the other side here for Aaron Judge, on the over 1.5 bases on him, he's 62% overall to this line on the season, 65% versus left-handed pitching, 61% at home, and at home versus left-handed pitching is 67%. So we love seeing that. Those are great numbers, obviously, on his basis prop. He's actually been struggling at the plate a little bit, but I think he gets back on track today versus a horrendous Tyler Anderson of late. Tyler Anderson's about as bad as you can be in his 3 starts in June. He's got a 9.00 ERA, a 364 batting average allowed in 3 starts in the month of June. So he's been absolutely awful. So I think this is a great spot for Judge to hammer him here. He's been hammering left-handed pitching this season, slugging .912 versus lefty pitching this year. That's insane. So we're looking for that extra base hit here from Judge, and I think we will get it. I think there's a very good chance this dude homers today. At the very least, I think he's going to be able to get us 2 bases. And if for whatever reason this gets to the bullpen, Angels bullpen also 4th worst in bullpen ERA. So very hittable bullpen as well. I think this is a great spot here for Judge. So love it there, guys. For our number 1 pick, we are going Vlad Guerrero Jr. over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, parlay with Aaron Judge to get 2 bases, plus 187 odds on Fanatics. All right, guys, and at number 2, we are going with the Philadelphia Phillies. First 5 innings, minus 0.5 run line here versus the Miami Marlins. Minus 110 odds here on DraftKings. So, guys, 9 of the 12 runs that the Phillies have scored in this series here with the Marlins have come in the first 5 innings. So, that's really why I wanted to target that. I think they're going to get their runs here early once again versus the starter Cabrera for the Marlins. We've seen the Phillies here cover the minus 0.5 in 2 or 3 games so far in the series, so that's pretty solid, obviously. And we're throwing out the lefty Sanchez, Christopher Sanchez, 5-2, 3.05 ERA, 1.24 WHIP this season, a 2.84 road ERA, which we love seeing that. So we know he can get it done here on the road. I just really love this spot for him in the matchup versus Cabrera. Cabrera 2-2, 4.10 ERA, a 1.46 WHIP. With a 4.35 ERA at home. So obviously that whip's pretty high. And I think the Phillies have the bats to make them pay. I really do. If we can get the runners on base, I think we got guys like Alec Boehm and Bryson Stott and a lot of guys in the lineup. Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, guys that can get it done here. JT Realmuto. I can obviously make the Marlins pay here with those runners in scoring position. So we've seen the Phillies so far this season 10th in OPS versus right-handed pitching. Marlins 13th in OPS versus left-handed pitching. So a little bit of an edge there as well. But I really like backing Christopher Sanchez. I think that's really the cornerstone of this bet. I think he shuts the Marlins down today. I think he goes 5 innings scoreless. I really do. I have a feeling that he goes 5 innings scoreless today. And at that point, we only need 1 run from the Phillies, I believe. And I think they can get that done here in the first 5. So, absolutely love it there, guys. Love it for our number 2 pick. We're going Philadelphia Phillies. First 5 innings, minus 0.5 run line here versus the Miami Marlins. Minus 110 odds here on DraftKings. Okay, and at number 3, we got Jacob Lopez under 15.5 outs. Parlay with Jake Myers to get a base hit here of the Astros. Plus 145 odds on Fanatics. Jacob Lopez on the Sacramento Athletics. And Myers on the Astros. So this is our classic out-hit parlay, which we've done very well with, particularly late. We've gotten really hot with these. So hopefully we can hit this once again. We got Lopez here under in 3 of 5 starts so far this season. If you look at the raw data, you're like, he's under in 7 and 9. No. He's made 9 appearances, but he's under, like I said, only had 5 starts. So he's been a long reliever out of the bullpen. And honestly, it's been very up and down. This guy has had quite a roller coaster season. We've seen a couple really good starts from him and a few starts where he can't even get out of the second inning. So obviously, I think here versus the Astros, I think this is a really tough spot for him, particularly at home, because that's a AAA park. So the Astros, you guys have seen it. The first couple games of the series have been making the Athletics pay. They've scored double digits the first couple games of the series, obviously. So I think once again, I think we see a great performance here from the Astros offense. They're 5th in WRC plus versus left-handed pitching this season. So the Astros, as we know, a very good hitting team, and I think once again they can make Jacob Lopez here pay. Like I said, Lopez 1-4, 4.80 ERA, 1.50 WHIP. Not really inspiring a lot of confidence there with that WHIP. The max pitches that we've seen him throw in a game this year is 98. So, hopefully we can get him at 20 pitches per inning. That's kind of what I'm looking for and hoping for. And that way he will not come back out for the 6th. I think he probably pitches about 5 innings, but I don't think he pitches into the 6th. I don't see that happening here today. And even the way the odds are shifted, it's minus 140 on the under. So there's a good feeling that he is going to go under today. And I think if he goes under, I think Myers can get a hit in there. Myers has obviously been very good this season. On that side for Jake Myers, he's got a hit in 69% of games this season. He's 18 for his last 20 getting a hit on the road. He's been particularly good on the road, which you'll love to see that. Batting 306 versus left-handed pitching this season. Not to mention the A's bullpen has also been very hittable. So if we had to sweat that one out late, he definitely could get that done later on in the game. Hopefully he gets this done early, so at least we get that part out of the way, because the main piece of the bet is Lopez under and outs. That's really what, Myers is just to make this plus value. So love this spot though. Love Lopez going under today. Love Myers getting the hit here today. Love the value. We've been really hot with these, so hopefully it stays that way. So love it there for number 3 pick, guys. We got Jacob Lopez under 15.5 outs. Parlay with Jake Myers to get a base hit. Plus 145 odds here on Fanatics. Getting at number 4, we're going Manny Machado. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Minus 115 odds on DraftKings. So we're not parlaying this. I know you guys are like, well, you've been parlaying a lot of these. True. But in this spot, this has enough value to just take it here straight on the line. And a lot of reason why you're getting the value today is because I can't pronounce his first name. I think it's Yamamoto is on the mound here for the Dodgers. I do terrible with his first name. But Yamamoto overall has had a pretty good season. Now, what I will say, though, is Yamamoto struggled a little bit more of late. He's got a 4.46 ERA and a 1.25 WHIP over his last 7 starts. So Yamamoto has gotten a little bit loose of late, which I like seeing that. Primarily because Machado has had some really interesting history off Yamamoto. So we've seen him go 2 for 6 off of Yamamoto with 2 home runs. But if you look at all of his hits that were in play, which were 5, he struck out once. He had 5 balls that were in play. All those exceeded exit velocities of 101, which is pretty insane when you think about it. A hard hit is considered 95 or higher. So basically every time that he puts the ball in play versus Yamamoto, it's been hard hit. So obviously I like seeing that. And Machado's obviously having arguably a career year. He's having a fantastic year at the plate in terms of average contact, getting that power going now as well. So he's obviously having a terrific season. I think this is a great spot versus Yamamoto, who's starting to struggle again. And obviously we've seen Machado have a lot of good success versus Yamamoto. A lot of hard hit contact there, which is what you like to see. But we've seen him go 19-27 on the road versus right-handed pitching. 70% on the road independent. 65% versus right-handed pitching independent. So we like seeing that overall. Overall, he's 68% to this line, which you love to see that. That's incredibly good. And if this were to get to the bullpen, Dodgers bullpen also very hittable with a 4.05 ERA and second most hits allowed. So we like seeing that as well. So I think this is really a great spot here for Machado here to hit Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Absolutely terrific spot. Terrific value as well. His bases line is at plus 120, but I really like his hits, runs, RBIs line here today. So love it there for number 4 pick, guys. We got Manny Machado over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs here for the San Diego Padres. Minus 115 odds here on DraftKings. Okay, and finally at number 5, we're going with the Rockies Nationals over 9.5 runs here. Plus 100 odds on ESPN Bet. Love this look today here in this game. Risking a unit here. If you guys were to believe me when I say that the Rockies are first in an offensive category over the last 15 days, would you believe me? Well, they are. They are first in OPS over the last 15 days at the plate. They've been absolutely terrific of late. Their offense has come alive, and they've been able to actually win a few games. They're riding a 4-game winning streak right now, which is pretty crazy. They're going for a 4-game sweep of the Nationals today, which I didn't see that coming. Rockies are plus money to win this game, so that is something actually I looked at initially, but I'm like, I don't really want to take the Rockies to sweep anybody, just because no, that's not where I want to put my money. But I do like both of these offenses to score today. We've seen Rockies games go over in 8 of the last 10 games. And like I said, a big reason for that has been the resurgence of this Rockies offense. They've really come alive at the plate. Like I said, first in OPS over the last 15 days is pretty wild. You would not guess that. But they've been absolutely terrific. And they've been terrific in this series as well. We also have two pitchers here on the mound on both sides that leave a lot to be desired, right? Dollander of the Rockies, 2-7, 6.57 ERA, 1.54 WHIP this season. That's numbers we can work with on and over for sure. He has not been very good at all. And on the other side, same thing with Trevor Williams, 3-8, 5.71 ERA, 1.43 WHIP on the season. So you notice that those WHIPs are both above 1.4, which is pretty excessive, which means you're going to have a lot of run opportunities if that continues. You're going to have a lot of runners here on base, and it just comes down to being able to knock them in. And like I said, of late, the Rockies' offense has been pretty good of late. Nationals' offense hasn't been terrific in this series, but I expect them to pick it up a little bit more here in the finale. I'd be surprised if this Nats offense doesn't show up as well. Nationals here, 2nd worst bullpen ERA. Rockies, 5th worst bullpen ERA. So you look all the way up and down, the pitching in this game is pretty bad. From the starters to the bullpen, there should be some run scoring opportunities for sure here, guys. We should have a great chance to get some runs up here in this one. So love it there, guys. For number 5 pick, we're going Rockies Nationals over 9.5 runs here. Plus 100 odds on ESPN Bet. Risking a unit here. Love that. And then, of course, for our number 6 pick, guys, technically number 6 pick, we have our For the Sweep Parlay, risking a 1/10 of a unit. Plus 57.99 odds on DraftKings with a 30% profit boost that they give you. So, like I mentioned with Fanatics, DraftKings is pretty good about giving out boosts as well. Make sure you guys use that. I use mine on this parlay, 30% boost. We're risking a 1/10 of a unit to make, gosh, almost 6 units. So obviously that'd be terrific if we can get a sweep. Is it going to happen? It's not the most likely thing in the world, but could it happen? You're darn right it could. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, supporting the video, supporting the channel. It's our 3rd straight day with a baseball video, so hopefully we can keep that going. I'm really trying to be more consistent here for you guys. I appreciate all of you guys and the support that you guys do give. So, like I said, hopefully we can have a big day here in baseball, get on track, and really get this thing moving and get into the black here as far as on the season and our unit count. So. We'll have our NBA Finals Game 6 Best Bets video coming out a little bit later as well, so make sure you guys check for that. That will follow this video. Outside of that, though, that will do it for me, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you guys all next time. Peace out.